Have you ever heard the advice save, save, save? What if I told you the richest people I know never actually save money? Sounds crazy, right? But stick with me, because what they do instead is far more powerful, and it's a secret that can change your life. Let me tell you a quick story. There was this old guy, lived down the street. One afternoon, his neighbor sees him out back, digging in the dirt, planting a tiny little sapling. The neighbor walks over kinda laughing, and says, "Hey man, what are you doing? You know you'll be long gone before that thing gives any real shade." The old man, without missing a beat, just wiped the sweat from his brow, looked at his neighbor, and said, "I know, but someone planted a tree for me." Think about that for a second. That's the entire mindset I'm talking about. The wealthiest, most fulfilled people aren't hoarding cash in a savings account where it slowly loses value to inflation. They don't just save money, they plant it, they invest it, they put it to work. They understand that money isn't just something to sit on, it's a seed, and where you plant that seed determines the forest you'll leave behind. When you just save money, you're essentially putting your seeds in a jar on a shelf. Sure, they're safe, but they're not growing, they're not doing anything. Inflation is like a tiny little mouse that nibbles away at your seeds day after day, and you don't even notice until you open the jar years later and find half of it gone. That's what a 2% or 3% inflation rate does to your cash. It's a silent tax on being too safe. The people who truly build wealth, they think like that old man. They're not planting for next week's shade, they're planting for the next generation's forest. They take their money, their seeds, and they plant them in assets. What are assets? They're things that grow. They're things that produce more seeds. This could be stocks in innovative companies, real estate that generates rent, or even starting their own business. Each one is a tree. At first, just like that little sapling, it doesn't look like much. Your first investment might feel tiny, almost pointless. You might check it every day and see very little growth. Your friends, like that neighbor, might even laugh. Why are you putting your money in the market? It's risky. Why not just keep it in the bank? They're focused on the immediate, the fear of losing a single seed. They don't see the forest. But you're playing a different game. You're playing the long game. You understand that some of your trees might not make it. A storm might come, a stock might dip. That's part of it. But you didn't just plant one tree, did you? You planted many. You diversified. And over time, as the seasons change, those saplings start to grow. They get stronger. Their roots dig deeper. And one day, you look out, and you don't just have a few saplings, you have an orchard. And here's the beautiful part. Those trees start producing their own fruit, their own seeds. Your stocks pay dividends. Your real estate pays rent. Your business generates profit. Now, you're not just planting with the seeds you earned from your job. You're planting with the seeds your trees are giving you. This is compounding. It's the most powerful force in the financial universe. It's how wealth explodes. Not just linearly, but exponentially. Years passed in that story. The old man was gone, but that tree he planted, it was huge, a landmark. Kids from the neighborhood played under its branches. Families had picnics in its shade. Travelers would stop to rest beneath it on a hot day. Nobody knew the name of the man who planted it. It didn't matter. His legacy wasn't in a name on a plaque. It was in the cool air, the sturdy branches, the very life that the tree supported. He had created value that outlived him. That's what never save money really means. It means don't let your resources stagnate. Don't be the person who buries their talent, their ideas, or their money in the ground, hoping it stays safe. Be the person who plants it. Invest in yourself. Learn new skills. That's planting a tree in your own mind. Invest in the market. That's planting a tree in the global economy. Build relationships. That's planting a tree of community. Every dollar you put into a savings account is a vote for fear. Every dollar you invest is a vote for faith. Faith in the future. Faith in growth. Faith that you can build something that lasts. It's a mindset shift from scarcity, I have to protect what I have, to abundance, I can create so much more. So, look at your finances today. Are you a saver, or are you a planter? Are you collecting seeds in a jar, or are you cultivating a forest? The world doesn't remember the people who had the most seeds in their jar when they died. It remembers the people who planted the forests that everyone else gets to enjoy. The shade we sit in today is thanks to planters we've never met. So, the question is, who will sit in your shade tomorrow? Stop just saving money. Start planting it. Start building your forest, one tree at a time. It's the greatest financial decision you will ever make. It's not just about getting rich. It's about creating a rich legacy. Thanks so much for watching. If this idea resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that challenges the way you think about money and life. See you in the next one.